everybody, Heidi Watney here. Welcome to the show.
Baseball for you on a Tuesday night from Tropicana Field. Tonight, the second of 4 to begin the week between the Oakland A's and the Tampa Bay Rays. Alongside Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, and Danny, as pitching matchups go, it doesn't get much better than what we've got here for this one.
Well, Matt, these are two of the best in the business. Two guys that throw a lot of strikes, and if their game is on, we should have a very low-scoring ball game with these two elite starting pitchers.
Rays baseball is next. John Smoltz, a right-hander from Michigan, is the starter on the mound. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Well, this guy's kind of unique. How about a 5-pitch repertoire that he has? That gives him a lot of options for both righties and lefties. And if he's on, he could be really tough to hit.
And now, Ronald Acuna. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. And the first pitch of the night here is looked at for ball one, and we are underway in Tampa. Dan Dero, we take a look at the Rays entering play here tonight. They come in trying to rebound after a loss that snapped a modest 3-game winning streak.
Yeah, Matty V, and you know what, Dero, now I guess it's time where you push that go button. You're getting a little sense of urgency. They find themselves in third place, and if they want to be part of the postseason picture, it's time to get going and get going pronto.
Yeah, it's taken too long for this team to carve out any identity for themselves. They're going to have to find a way to get on the road, offensively or pitch better. Something's got to change.
And they'll settle for a single here as they whip it back in quickly.
Batting second, the second baseman, number 19.
So the next to bat will be number 19. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. Here's the first pitch. Showing bunt here, but he takes ball one.
Good speed at first and good speed with the guy at the dish. Going to be tough to double up these guys. If you're an infielder, got to get rid of it quick.
Now the 1-0.
Ball.
I certainly wouldn't be surprised in this situation if the manager relayed down to the third base coach to get the bunt sign off. 2-0 count, you got a chance to swing the bat and do some damage right here.
Oh, and it's tailor-made to short. 6, 4, 3, but it's not in time, and they'll just get the run.
It's really tough to double up a guy with the speed that he has, and he was hustling all the way on this ground ball. So they should be happy they at least got the guy out at second. It'll be interesting now to see if he tries to use that speed again and swipe a bag and get into scoring position.
So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. And there you see his righty-lefty splits and how they've played out so far this season. First pitch of the AB now.
Ball.
And this is off the corner and low. 1-1.
With that base running threat on first base, man, does that change the pitcher's whole mentality. This guy at the plate should assume nothing but heaters coming right at him.
That's wide. 2-0.
Clearly working the bottom of the zone, trying to get a ground ball for a double play.
The 2-0. Runners off for second. Pitch inside. The throw in time as he just gets the tag down.
Wow, that's a big-time throw right there. It's a tall task to throw him out stealing the bag, but he got rid of it quickly, and it was a good job down there applying the quick tag. They'll have to feel good about that.
And we're just underway from Tropicana Field. And right into the shift. Over the first, and that retires the side. No runs on a hit, no errors, and no one left. And now the Rays will get their first opportunity in a scoreless ball game. Jesus Luzardo will be on the bump for game 2 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, it's hard to have all 4 of your pitches on, but I think if this guy can have 2 or 3 of his 4 pitches and have command of them, he's going to have a really good game.
So here is Ozzie Smith. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Now the pitch. Ball 1. And Dan Vero, this Oakland ball club entering play here tonight. They've got to be considered the hottest team in baseball right now as they come in winners of 9 of their last 10 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this team finds itself with a huge lead, double digits right now, and climbing, playing really good baseball. Some people will say, oh, you don't want to have that big a lead, you start resting on your laurels. I look at it the other way, man. You've earned the right to kind of get some guys off their feet if the manager wants to. There's a lot of different ways you can go about it. This team's focused and playing really good baseball. I would not worry about it. Keep pushing the throttle.
Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. Another 1-2 delivery. And it's fouled away. Ready on 1 and 2. And he could only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
Whit Merrifield is the batter now as he looks at a ball of 1-0. He'll start this one at 274. 13 home runs and 36 RBIs. High in the air out to center field. Acuna's there for it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Batting third.
And With that, a look at the Rays lineup card in this one. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Yeah, Matty, this team has been putting up a lot of runs lately. From top to bottom, just swinging the bat super nice. Pass the baton mentality. Guys not trying to do too much, trusting in the teammates behind them.
So now to the plate, Bryce Harper. 1 ball, no strikes to count. 2 out, nobody on. Here is a ground ball now for the shortstop to the right of second. Throwing the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the side is retired. Rays go in order, 1, 2, 3. We are still scoreless. So the next hitter to dig in will be Andrew McCutchen. And the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. The windup and the 0-1. Hit hard on the ground at first. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
Dan, after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hitting streak going.
You know what? And this could lead him on to some bigger and better things right here. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's been rewarded for it, as you talked about. 6-game hitting streak so far.
Here's the first pitch to him. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Now the 1-0. McCutchen gets his lead at first, nobody out. And the pitch misses low and away for ball 2. Hoping to discourage a steal attempt with the slide step here.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game, Matt. The problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw your command off because you're worrying about that runner on base.
Swing and a liner. But this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
At the plate, Eddie Rosario fouled away. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and 1 gone. Rope to the second baseman. On to first, and they get the double play. 1 hit's all they get. On now to the bottom of the second, and we are tied 0-0. Now at the plate, Larry Doby, who really thrives in the batter's box here at home. Something to keep an eye on in this one. This will wait out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike 1. There's ball 1. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Earl Hendricks.
Hey, you know, D-Row, the book kind of on Earl Hendricks is he likes one side of the plate or the other. Could it be where he sets up behind the catcher?
It could be, Dan, but as a hitter, that's all you look for. I'll give you a little bit off the outside edge if you're going to be consistent with it.
Had the weight back on the changeup, and he did a good job just to make contact. Good sinker there gets him swinging for the first down.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
First delivery to him. Don Mattingly is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike.
It's pretty tough for a hitter to go up there looking for a first pitch changeup, and a good job of dropping it in for strike 1.
And that's in there as well. 0-2 now. 0-2 count, and the pitch. Swing and a miss at the curveball, and there's your second out of the inning.
Hate to be Captain Obvious here, but he looks great to begin this start. That's already 3 Ks for him in the first 5 hitters. It'd be awesome to see him keep up this pace.
Austin Meadows is in with 2 away as he takes a ball, 1-0.
No strike.
That evens it up, 1-1. Bottom of the second here with no score. Hit to first. Reined in. Oh, but a poor feed to the pitcher, and they won't get the out at first.
This is a head-scratcher. I mean, that's the shortest throw on the infield, and somehow he lets it sail wide of the mark for an E4. A couple more like that, and doubt starts to creep into the second baseman's mind.
Stepping in now, Brooks Robinson. He swings and he grounds it to short. Throw to second for the 4 shot, and the side is retired. Rays strand just the 1. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. Now the first pitch. He'll chase one up around the letters here for strike 1.
I love everything this pitcher's got working right now. He's got presence. He's got great body language on the mound. He's got fastball command and a nice early feel for his off-speed stuff.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1.
Hey, that's not an easy pitch to hold your swing up. I know it looked like it was way out the plate. Good job not swinging at it.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he could go in right here.
2-2 pitch is fouled away. Sent on the ground, but right into the shift. Smith is up with it. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the 3rd. And with that, we'll give you a quick look at our current standings in the AL East. Now at the plate here is George Brett, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Lifted down the line in left. Left fielder giving chase, and no one will track it down.
Hey, when you're featuring a mid-90s fastball like this pitcher, attack with that pitch. Get ahead.
Here's a swing and a long drive high in the air and deep to center field. Doby back to the track as he takes it for out number 2.
Batting 9.
So next to hit is Ken Donahue. As you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. Got him to reach out of the zone for that one, strike 1.
You got to be careful with this guy here. He can really handle the bat. Even though they're 2 outs, he might try to drop one down for a base hit.
Just behind the fastball there, 2 strikes now.
Down 0-2 to a guy with this much weaponry, 5 pitches he can go to, not looking good.
A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. 1-2-3 go the A's. Home half of the 3rd coming up, no score. Ready now is Kyle Schwarber. Comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game.
The left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
First pitch on the way.
Very rarely does a pitcher like this leave one in a location like that. That's a pitch right there he'd like to have back. He'd love to swing at that one again.
0-2. Swing and a miss as he pulls the top hand over. It's 0-2. And he fouls this one off. And another foul ball. Here comes another 0-2. And the Rays are in the hit column.
Well, that's just the pace, D-Roll. You got to make a little bit better pitches with 2 strikes. Jumps ahead 0-2, then a couple of foul balls, and on pitch number 5, he squares one up for a base hit.
Yeah, I can't tell you how nice that feels right there. You battle to get and count leverage and fight to get your ace swing off. 0-2, you're almost turned around walking back to your dugout, so that's a nice piece of hitting.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
Acuna will settle under it to make the play for the first out as the runner will have to head back to first.
Now back. The shortstop, Ozzie.
Next, it'll be Ozzie Smith. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. He's set. Here it comes.
Ball. 1-0.
Schwarber, base runner at first with 1 out. Sinker stays outside and is behind now 2-0.
2-0.
2-1 to the Rays leadoff batter.
2-1.
Four-seam heater right down the middle. I would have thought he popped the clutch on that pitch.
Tried to crush that ball and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Here now the 2-2. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
That was a good job there of using the batter's aggressiveness against him. He was putting up a good fight and fouling a lot of balls off. So as a pitcher, it's a great idea to expand the zone even more and make the hitter really chase.
We'll have to leave it there as the play is made for the 3rd out. 1 left for Tampa. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. All set for the start of the inning, and next will be a speed threat in the form of outfielder Ronald Acuna.
The old adage, pitching and defense have been stellar so far. They've certainly kept both offenses in check.
Fouled off. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Back up the middle. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his 2nd base hit of the game. So a good start to the inning for the A's as their leadoff hitter reaches base safely. So another multi-hit game for him as he's aboard here in the top of the 4th inning. And that's a good time to check out our A's leaderboard, and it shows that he currently ranks 3rd on the squad in that department. Here's a look over at first, just keeping him close. In now, number 19. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Now the 0-1. Goodness. 0-2 now. Well, if you love pitching and defense, this has been a game for you. Are you happy with that, Dan?
Oh, you have to love it. You know, Matt, we have so many of these games that are 12-10 and 9-8. It's nice to see a low-scoring pitcher's duel for once.
And there he goes towards second. Offered and missed. Here's the throw. And now he throws on the brakes, but he can't get back to first, and he's nailed for the 2nd out. Big mistake there. Bases are empty here with 2 away, and that means Matt Chapman will dig into the plate. He'll take a look at ball 1. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Hit to 3rd. Oh, look at Robinson. The throw in time. They call it the hot corner for a reason, and this is a beauty to take us to break. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. Bottom of the inning now, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Bryce Harper. First offering on its way.
0-1.
Wind up and the 0-1. And it's fouled away.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on. And if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
The 0-2 once more. Is swung on and missed. He got him.
Wow, that's one of the toughest pitches in baseball to hit, right? That good straight changeup, El Cambio. There's not much you can do with that. You're going off of that arm speed, and the ball, it just doesn't get there.
Larry Doby stands in as he checks his swing here for strike one. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Get it ready, big boy. This guy's throwing 3 digits right here. The best way I can help the fans is 90 to 92, you can usually see seams. 92 to 95, it starts to really quicken up on you. Over 3 digits, you're seeing a white blur.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. Back up the middle, and that will find its way into center field for a 1-out hit.
I mean, that has to frustrate the guy on the mound right there. You get him down 0-2, no put-away pitch, works the count back to neutral, and is able to mix in a base hit. Nice job.
Don Mattingly comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. And he falls behind 0-2. Doby stands at first with 1 out. Fouled away.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating and feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
The next 0-2. And he got him.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and whip it down the line. But that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
Austin Meadows stands in as he looks at a called strike.
He's got a good feel for his off-speed pitches second time through the order. And we just saw 3 in a row.
No runs, 2 hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. The 0-2 pitch. Hit out towards second. Scooped up. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. Rays strand just the 1. Through 4. Still tied. Nothing. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th. New inning set to get underway, and that'll bring up the former National League MVP, Andrew McCutchen. Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0.
This guy's been throwing the ball great so far, but he's going to be tested here. 4, 5, and 6 coming up this part of the lineup.
And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1.
Ball, that's it.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
And he fouls this one off. Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out. And while we have a moment, here's a look at the Rays Road to the Show report. 2 guys there that this organization has to be happy about right now. Here's big Aaron Judge. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Here it comes. High and deep to right center. Doby arranged to his left and put it away. 2 down. Up next, Eddie Rosario. First pitch on its way. As he'll come up empty there as he misses the off-speed pitch for strike 1.
He hasn't thrown that pitch much all game.
I got to believe as an offense, you just got to throw that pitch away and move on to the next one.
And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1. Fouled off. The 1-2. No runs, 3 hits, and 1 error on the Oakland line score. This is on the ground over to first. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to first. Gets him, and the side is retired. A's are gone in order. Halfway home, still no score. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And that'll give way to the third baseman, Brooks Robinson. Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball.
1-0.
2 balls and no strikes.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
And the 2-1. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Still even at 2-2. Into the windup and the pitch. Grounded back up the middle. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
Hey, Dan, as a former pitcher, that knock just took him to a 12-game pitch streak. Is that in the packet when you're looking over the lineup?
Hey, there's no doubt about that, D-Roll. You go into a pitcher's meeting, and they'll make you fully aware of who's hot, who's not. Trust me, they knew that he had an 11-game hitting streak, and after that knock, it's an even dozen.
Kyle Schwarber will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Hit back up the middle. And that's through for another base hit. He'll make it 2 for 2 in this one.
Hey, 2 runners on after back-to-back singles right there. They are in prime position to put the first run on the board right there.
Now time is crawled, and this could very well be to buy a few more pitches for those relievers. Into the box, Reese McGuire, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0.
1-0.
Well, they've yet to hang a number on the scoreboard, but it looks like they've got a great opportunity from the breakthrough. Going to be pretty demoralizing if they can't.
And it's fouled away. High in the air out towards shallow right. McCutcheon is under it. 1 down.
The batter, number 1.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Ozzie Smith, hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far. As he'll take a look at a curveball that misses wide for ball 1. There's one fouled off to the right as the count evens at 1-1. Robinson over at second. Schwarber is over at first with 1 away. High in the air into shallow left center. Rosario comes on and makes the catch in shallow left for out number 2. 2 men on, 2 out. And that'll bring up the second baseman, Whit Merrifield. Oh, and that one swung through the strike zone that time at 98. 0-1. Hit out towards second. Reined in. And the 2-out threat won't pay off. The inning is over. Rays strand a pair. 6th inning coming up. Still zip, zip. Now to the plate, Marcus Semien. And if you didn't know, he was recently awarded the American League Player of the Month award. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Couldn't resist on that one. He's behind 0-1.
He is in complete command out on the mound today. He's got all 4 corners locked in, and now he's raising eye levels to boot.
And Boy, they're
0-2.
really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now. A shortstop behind with a 1-2 count.
Love the
1-2.
high heater right there to raise the hitter's sights. Let's see if he buries something in the dirt right here.
And that's going to be high, 2-2 now.
Well, he kind of got caught chasing the first two pitches out of the strike zone. But I think he's caught on to their game a little bit right now. Two tough pitches that he took with 2 strikes, and now the count is 2-2.
Swinging a looper to left. Smith backs up a bit, and he takes charge for the first out.
First baseman, number 5, George Brett.
So one gone for the A's in their half of the 6th. And up next, it'll be the Hall of Famer, George Brett. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1.
1 strike.
Boys, we see the pitch count. It's hard to remember the last time we saw a guy pitch this efficiently.
Hey, this guy has really been attacking the zone, and this lineup has been more than happy to swing at a lot of pitchers' pitches so far.
Right behind, no balls and 2 strikes.
Man, this guy's really pitched well so far, attacking the strike zone, and he's really kept these hitters off
1-2.
balance.
Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Well, he hasn't thrown him a strike yet in this at-bat, and we're 2-2. Clearly on the mound, he's banking on the fact that he'll chase pitches if you give him a chance.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. 2-2 one more time. And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 6th inning.
I'll tell you right now, this guy has a shutout going, and it's been all business. He's not messing around trying to pick at corners. He's being aggressive in the zone, and he's attacking each and every one of these hitters up to this point.
Ken Donahue will stand in for a second time here as he swings and misses there. It's 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
This is one of the things that makes him so effective as a pitcher. Able to pound the zone with all different options.
Right out to the gap in right center. He takes the turn and heads for second. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
I'll tell you, that's one of the first good swings we've seen anybody put on this guy so far. He's been throwing the ball really well, but that was one of the few mistakes we've seen him make.
And here's Ronald Acuna Jr. now. Fouled away. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. Looked like that one tied him up a bit. A swing and a miss.
On 0-2 here, he doesn't have to give in with a great pitch to hit. He's got a base open, so he has to focus on making a good pitch right here.
In the dirt, but swung on and missed. McGuire gathers, but the throw is late, so the inning will continue after the strikeout pitch gets away. Digging in will be number 19, and they're runners at the corners now. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Pitch is high. The throw not nearly in time as he took that one on the pitcher.
That's a great call from the dugout to put the runner in motion that time. With 2 outs and a good hitter at the plate, it's a pretty low-risk play. If he's out, you still got the same good hitter leading off the next inning. But if he's safe, he's in scoring position.
Just a sec now as that ball finds its way into the outfield, a base hit. And the run is in to score from second. It's a 2-0 ball game.
Hey, even though we're in the middle of this one here, Bureau, that's a big base hit and 2 RBIs to boot.
Yeah, you never know when it's going to come, Dan. But when you see runners in scoring position, you're up to the plate, your eyes light up, and you have to come through for the team. Great at bat right there.
And that'll bring in Matt Chapman. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. And a pitch out,
1-1.
nothing doing though, and that's ball 1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And this one's in the dirt. Good job there as the count goes to 1-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Pitch is high. The throw, not in time. He's in there at second. Well, the stolen base is that close. It's interesting to check it out on Show Track. And as the numbers come in, you'll want to focus on the top speed. Really good, and it paid off there. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Swing, and there it goes. He got all of that ball. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. So a 2-run shot to left center, number 21 for him on the season. As the A's have opened it up even further, it's now 4-0.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
Here's Andrew McCutchen now. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. The windup and the 0-1.
1-1.
Now a southpaw up to throw in that Tampa Bay bullpen. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And he fouls this one off. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. So they score 4 times on just 3 base hits, no errors, and no one left on base. Part of the order, 3, 4, and 5 coming up. It's the A's 4, the Rays nothing. Now it'll be Bryce Harper, 3rd trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. As he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1.
Hey, this is a real pesky hitter right here. As a pitcher, you really like to keep this guy off the bases. This is a guy that kind of sets the tables for big innings.
Ball 2 with a sinker that runs off the inside. At the knees for a called strike, and it's back to even at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
Action pitch right here, 2-2. The last thing you want to do is to fall behind the count 3-2.
Doby.
Next to bat will be the Tampa Bay cleanup hitter, Larry Doby. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1.
You know, some guys just don't like pulling the trigger in a 0-0 count. They don't like the ambush tactic. They like to calibrate the speed, maybe pick up the break. They want to know everything your ball does before they pull the trigger.
The first baseman, number 23.
Don Mattingly will bat next. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A ball and 2 strikes. I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Wow, was he behind that fastball. Great job on the mound using the curveball to set up the heater.
And they could go either way now, I suppose. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ballgame, and that one ends the inning. Down in order go the Rays. They trail here 4-0. Alex Young will come on now to make his 30th appearance of the year so far. Now the A's designated hitter, Aaron Judge. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Here's a little chopper up the middle. But that finds its way through for a base hit. And he will get there as the A's have themselves a leadoff double. Into the box now, Eddie Rosario. He swings at the first one, and it's in the air out to the center of the diamond. The catch is made on the mound, and that's the first out.
Now batting, shortstop,
and stepping in, Marcus Semien. His prior history versus this arm, not a big sample size, 0 for 1. Now here's the first offering. He'll swing and lift the ball foul off to the left and out of play. The 0-1. Now a cut fastball, but that doesn't threaten the zone. It's even at 1. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. The 2-1. Judge, the runner at second with 1 away. Fouled off. Slow roller left side. He's got it. And the throw forces him to lay out for that one, but he keeps a foot on the bag to record the out.
now batting, the first baseman.
Next to stand in is George Brett, runner in scoring position with Cigar. First pitch of the AB on its way. He had to be looking for something else to start the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Hey, I can't have one of my best left-handed power bats fishing for balls off the plate.
Here's the 0-1. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Schwarber is there, and he puts this one away for the third out. So a great one left for Oakland. They lead it 4-0. So now to the plate, Austin Meadows. They'll try and get something started in the home half of the seventh. First delivery to him. Pitch to the plate is a sinker for a called strike one.
We're moving along into the later innings, and this guy's throwing over 60% of his first pitches for strikes. He'd like to do a little bit more, but so far, so good.
A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
He froze him on the fastball there. Austin Meadows is retired for the first out in the bottom half of the seventh inning.
Robinson.
Up next for the Rays, Brooks Robinson singled in his last at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, pressure's off right now.
Now, meanwhile here, this ball's hit fairly well down that left field line, and it's going to stay there. It's a home run.
What a great feeling right there as he circles the pillows. Finally able to get this offense potentially going with one swing of the bat. Being shut out all game, but not anymore.
Now back, left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
So now to the plate, Kyle Schwarber. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. He's got hits in both of his at-bats so far in this one. 1-1 to Schwarber. Lined hard to center field. So he'll add one to his total as that falls in. He's got 3 hits in this one.
Well, I think it's safe to say the ice has melted on this guy. He had been cold coming into this game, but that being his third knock, I guarantee you my man's smiling on the inside.
Now you see the A's manager up out of the dugout on his way toward the mound. And we're going to see a pitching change as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight.
Number 16.
So he'll head for the showers as he stands to win this one if the bullpen can find a way to protect his 3-1 lead. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Pulled toward right center field. Acuna giving chase, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. The relay, and he is in there with an RBI triple.
As we take a look here, it's just a good piece of hitting and good hustle. Driving the second run of the inning home and putting himself 90 feet away with just 1 out.
So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Ozzie Smith. He represents the potential tying run if he can launch one or find a way around the bases.
Yeah, Matt, I kind of doubt he's thinking about going yard, even though that would be the best result they could hope for. He's not a long ball threat, and he knows it. So he could just be looking for some way to keep that line moving.
Hit weakly back to the mound. And there's out number 2.
Now back.
So a runner at third, 2 men are out, and with Merrifield will dig in at the plate.
No, that's
And
out.
you look at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. It's 1-0. And he looks at a changeup in there, 1-1.
1-1.
From the stretch.
When a pitcher puts you in the proverbial rocking chair like he's doing right now, you have to take a deep breath. You can't start trying to guess along with him. Trust your fundamentals and stay on that fastball.
Working for the punch-out and the offering. McGuire on third with 2 out. This is on the ground over the first. And he will deliver one of the biggest at-bats of the night. It's a base hit. Knocks one in the score column as the runner from third crosses the plate.
Boy, that's a good piece of hitting dealer right there. Takes the pitch away and just goes ahead and slaps it to the opposite field.
Yeah, just grabbed himself an RBI right there. Didn't try and do too much. Took what the pitcher gave him, and it worked out.
Behind 0-2 now. 3 runs already home here. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Runner goes for second. Hit in the air down the right field line. McCutchen is under it. And he makes the catch to retire the side. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. 8th inning coming up. The A's lead it 4-3. At the plate now is Ken Donahue. He doubled his last time up. And now the first pitch. Hit sharply on the ground. And this is going to be through into center field for a base hit as the leadoff man's aboard in the 8th. And they'll get the ball back in quickly, holding him to a single.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
And it's fouled away. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. 0-1, here's the pitch. And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball 1. And they pitch out here, but nothing's happening. Ball 2. Both teams with 8 hits in this one. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Long run for the center fielder. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
Next up for the A's, number 19, coming off the clutch 2-run single his last time up. First pitch on its way. Runners on the move for second. In the dirt here. Pitch is in the dirt and knocked down, and he'll make it into second easily with a stolen base. Into center field, and that's going to get down for a base hit. And a big RBI there as the run scores from second to make this a 2-run game now.
Dan, that's a huge insure run right there. Has to feel good as a hitter right there to not only get a ribby knock, but to give your team a little bit of breathing.
It does, and it makes your pitcher go out there with a little bit more free and easy frame of mind instead of going in a 1-1 game where every pitch is so important. You're 1 pitch away from a solo tying the game up. That's not the case now.
Now a throw over, and he'll be back in standing up. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Runners on first with 1 down. He's running. A pitch out. The throw. And they got him at second base on a good, smart play that time. Now the 1-1 pitch. Makes him swing and miss on a ball out of the zone for strike 2.
Boy, that's a jam shot right there. That's as good as it gets, in my opinion. Woo, up and in.
2 out, nobody on. And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the 3rd strike, and the inning is over. 2 hits lead to a run here for Oakland.
Now I'm switching up my energy. My enemies feel like I got hundreds of them. No love for me.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Larry Doby. His last at-bat, he popped out in foul ground.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul.
And this is just off the outside corner, ball 2.
This is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like that. You can't just lay one in there, but you also don't want to run the count to 3-0.
Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. Oh, and they pulled the string on a good changeup there as he swings and misses, and he's set down on strikes for the 2nd time tonight. Now to bat, Don Mattingly, 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, not his game so far. He's such a good hitter. We all kind of expect him to pick up 2 or 3 hits most of the time. That's not really how baseball works, though.
Lifted down the line in left. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2.
And that's his strikeout pitch right there. You know, you'll see a lot of guys swing right over the top of that one. But in this situation, he was able to hold back. That's a nice take.
Did well just to make contact there as he spoils off a good changeup. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. That's His hit was screaming off the bat, and our show track technology more than confirms it. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity of that line drive. At the plate, Austin Meadows. Oh, he can't pick it up cleanly. One there. Now this is going to end up being an inning-ending double play. What a team effort there. When we return, it'll be Andrew McCutchen to start things. Set to start the ninth in this one. Standing in is the veteran outfielder, Andrew McCutchen. First offering on its way. Little chopper back to the mound. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the ninth inning gets underway. At plate now is the designated hitter, Aaron Judge. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Now a swing and a miss as they start him out on a pitch well inside for strike one.
Hey, if I'm on the mound, I'm going even further out of zone on this next pitch.
And it's quickly 0-2. Bases are empty, one man out. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Swing and a miss here, and the first two are dispatched to begin the ninth. Next, it'll be Eddie Rosario, who was retired after popping out in his last at-bat.
Yeah, I don't mind him trying to drive the ball in the air, but he can't collapse the backside, and that's exactly what he did in his last at-bat. Look for him to stay a little taller and keep that upper half a little bit more over him.
Rosario behind with an 0-2 count.
So he goes back-to-back with the same pitch and got him to chase it both times. He's clearly not picking up that pitch very well.
So he was confident doubling up. Does he triple up on it?
It's always tough to go back-to-back-to-back. It's not a good idea to show a good hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row.
And the throw is in time. It's a strikeout, and the play at first goes 2-3 for good measure as the inning is over. 1-2. Now to the plate, here is Brooks Robinson. So far, 2 for 3 in this one.
Going back to that last AB, that was the express. That was an upper 90s fastball that he put around. So I think with this guy, you might want to try to incorporate some more off-speed pitches.
Dennis Eckersley comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the ninth. Now the pitch. The windup and the 0-1. A ball and a strike. There's a breaking ball, but it's laid off and doesn't find the zone. The 2-1 home. Grounded up the first baseline. And he'll take this to the bag himself. 1 gone here in the ninth.
Now back, left field.
Digging in next, Kyle Schwarber. He scored after knocking a single in his last at-bat. First pitch fastball in there for a called strike.
Yeah.
Slider, and that's in there for strike 2. 1 out, nobody on. And that is swung on and missed, and things are starting to look bleak here for the home 9. There are 2 away now.
This is what a power pitcher will do to you if he executes his pitches. That was a 3-pitch strikeout, and with the kind of stuff that he has, it's not uncommon for him to absolutely dominate certain guys.
Reese McGuire stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Simeon's got it. Throw on to first will be in time to take care of him, and the A's have taken the first 2 games of this series on the road as this one is over. And this evening's contest comes to a close, 5-3 the final. The A's rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Jesus Luzardo earned his 9th win of the year. John Smoltz is tagged with the loss despite giving up only 2 unearned runs. Dennis Eckersley closes the door for the save, his 23rd of the campaign. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa,
Every time my light went up, don't you see them? I hop in my car.
Inside the Show. And now your host, Justin Allegri.
Welcome to our Wednesday edition of Inside the Show. Let's jump right into Tuesday's action. Starting out west in the American League, Jesus Luzardo grabbed win number 9 this year, leading the A's over the Rays 5-3. He is among the AL leaders in wins. The Orioles relief pitcher, number 27, collected his first W this Anaheim allowed only 5 hits in the game as they beat the visiting Red Sox 5-0. 13-5. The Minnesota Twins got 12 hits in this one,